of a brutal way to end it. Looked like you were in good position, obviously. Back-to-back walks and everything else. Just kind of, what did you see there out there in that ninth inning?
Yeah, that's obviously not what you want out there. You got one of your better guys out there. If you'd have told me that Dom Castellano was going to walk the first two guys in the ninth, I wouldn't have believed it, but that stuff happens. I thought Sauce did a really good job of, we put him in there because of the pitch mix, and then being able, we thought they were going to bunt, being able to handle that. Gets the bunt out, and then we get the ground ball, and then they get a seeing eye single, and then somehow we throw a ball we shouldn't throw, and that's the game. But I mean, the walks, the difference in the game is we had the 4 errors. I don't know how many walks we had, but four different hit by pitches. Like and they walked 1. Like that's the difference. I thought our guys offensively really got in there and fought in the middle to the back end of that game and scrapped and clawed and got us a lead. And it's a shame we couldn't hold on to it.
What's your message to the team after a loss like this one?
I mean, that's awful, right? That's about as painful as you can get on a Friday night at home, and you don't really have another choice but to let it, like, it stinks, and you got to go home until midnight, and then you got to come here tomorrow morning and figure out a way to play better and get us back into this series, and we'll try to find a way to do that tomorrow.
That ball was hit to the left side of the infield there. Khalid should be a little bit more aggressive in getting to, I know that wasn't an error, but that was a tough play.
Yeah, I think he just missed it. Like, I think it was just either, I have to go back and look at it, either just outside his glove or just over the top. I know he wanted to make that play. Like, it's a tough play. It's one he probably can make, but it's a really tough play. But you like to not get to that point. Like, we should have never even got to that point.
The highs and lows on the fielding end today. I mean, you have those types of plays, but then you also have that Lex double play there where he caught it and tagged first and saved a run.
We turned 4 or 5 double plays there to get us off the field in some big spots, and that was a huge moment in the game. Like, it's teetering one way or another, and have him back out there was great. I thought Antonio and Espy turned a couple other really good plays. Antonio with a really good 6-3 took it himself to end 1 inning. The normal plays on the field, I thought we excelled at, not getting the ball in on the warning track, and then Antonio's throw home, that's a tough play. It's 2 outs, he's 250 feet away, and he's trying to make a play, and it just comes up short. But that one and the 2 catcher errors are probably something Dylan would want back. But I thought we played the black and white defense fine. We didn't play the off-script stuff well enough.
I know Cam was kind of limited, that he was able to get out of jams, only lasted 3, but for Dom to come in, a guy who had been kind of the #1 starter earlier in the year, for him to chew up some innings was pretty big.
Yeah, and I thought Wick was battling through almost every inning, but the second, I think he had the second inning was a 1-2-3, but he was battling in the first, battling in the third, and then we get off to a bad start in the fourth, and we had Dom kind of getting to that point in the third when the stuff looked like it was starting to unravel. And then we get to that, and Dom did an excellent job. Like, he shouldn't have gave up any runs. If we get that ball in like we should have, then I don't think he gives up any runs. And for a senior to go out there and do that, which in an extended outing, and he just threw it on Sunday as well, like, that's pure toughness.
Dylan was a major driver there for you guys offensively today. Just what were you seeing from him in the batter's box, and then how do you pick him up after the end of this game?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he was using the whole field. His pitch selection was really good. Got some balls up. I mean, he hit the ball to left center, the ball off the wall to right. He's been doing that for the last week and a half or so.
Obviously, the throw to third was off target, but should he have thrown that, trying to get the guy
I think if
third?
he had it back, he probably would have just put it in his pocket. Like, in that situation, the defense we were set up in, that's probably not an option.
What would you like to see from this team tomorrow, Friday's game, down 1 against Baylor? Obviously, it's a crucial series. So what would you like to see?
I like to see Russell Sandifer go out there and get us off to a good start. And he's going to have to chew up some innings and get us back into this thing. And I'd like to see the offense that we saw for the last 4 innings kind of show up in the first 4 innings. Up until really the fourth there with Dylan's 2-out double, really didn't do much. So I'd like to see us get off the mat a little earlier.
How do you coach the decision-making aspect of this game? I mean, whether it's you throw out a runner or you try to go for a triple instead of a double, like, how do you kind of teach that to these guys?
You're trying to teach the situational baseball, the how to win awareness, and over and over and over again, and the off-script plays, right? Like, you just try to put them in that, and a lot of times experience, and the longer you're back there, some of that stuff kind of presents itself to you. But that's stuff we've talked about. It just, in the moment, it's harder than people think.
A question that kind of goes beyond the game. Colton Gordon, you didn't coach him, but he got a start for the Astros. What's it like to see like Knights in the big leagues?
Well, and that's one of the goals I want most of our guys to have when they come here, is if they're coming here with professional aspirations, and you should not just try to get drafted, you should work at the level that you want to be a Major League Baseball player, not just a draft and guy that plays an A-ball. Like, work at the level that you want to be a big leaguer and you want to do this for a living. And that's a guy, he came back last fall, I got to meet him. It was obvious the way he was working here in the weight room and the throwing that he was that type of guy and took that kind of work ethic. And any of our guys that put this UCF on can do that on the biggest stage is great.
You have senior night tomorrow, and while it may not be the last game of the season, you know, this entire series is really crucial for you to push. So how do you kind of take the guys through this moment with obviously the emotions of senior night as well as the emotions of all the importance of this entire weekend?
Yeah, I'm trying to compartmentalize all of it, right? Like, we were trying to play this game like it was Game 7 of the World Series, and I thought we did that for the most part. Just didn't finish it. Tomorrow, it's their day. It's the seniors' day. They've earned that. They should enjoy that. And then when that first pitch is thrown, we got to lock in and try to win a game. There's really no other way to do that with all the extra stuff. And they've experienced that in other ways with other moments.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.